Hi, love. I want to share with you one of my biggest steps in being able to accept and love myself, and that was finding my tribe, meaning finding a group of people with whom I could relate. This did not happen until I was almost 30. Turns out I'm a very unique personality, which sounds cool, but it felt lonely and isolating for a long time. Being understood is a basic human need, so I want to share with you, love, how I found my people, so maybe you can do the same. Personality typing has become a huge fad, and there are many, many methods from which you can choose. Now, I feel this has value, not only for yourself and your own inner peace of not feeling alone in how you operate, but also in being able to see others and why they operate the way they do. So instead of viewing someone as being not committed and unable to make a decision, they're an INFP, and you can read about how to support them and how they process. Or someone who's uptight and rigid and no fun at all is an out of balance metal, and you can learn how to assist them back into balance. Now, I have two favorite personality typings that I highly suggest. The first is MBTI, or Myers-Briggs test. It's very comprehensive and popular enough that you can find Facebook groups for each of the personality types of other like minds, even for the elusive INFJs, which I am. Only 1 to 3% of the population thinks like I do. It made so much sense to find out. I remember exactly where I was when I did this personality test and read what was the first explanation of what truly fit how I felt about myself. I then went to Facebook and joined an INFJ group and cried because the interactions in there were truly like me. I looked up INFJ memes and I laughed for weeks about how spot on they were for me. Even the musings of my fellow INFJs were about not being understood and embarrassed about the reflex we all seem to have of diving into extremely deep conversations and feelings immediately and fire hosing others with love. The phrase INFJ love tidal wave is really a thing. I could suddenly more readily accept these socially rejected aspects of myself because I had validation in a community. Now I could choose how I wanted to identify with my differences without the weight of the emotional judgment of being so different. It truly is empowering. There is a free test on humanmetrics.com that I highly recommend, and they give a great explanation of all 16 personality types if you're interested in reading about everyone. The second personality typing I suggest is much, much older. About 5,000 years to be exact. It comes from traditional Chinese medicine, and it's called the 5 rhythms or the 5 elements. Now, I enjoy this theory because it says that we're all born with all 5, but we have different primary rhythms, which will affect how we interact with the traits of the other 4. There are fire, earth, metal, water, and wood. Now, each rhythm has characteristics that are prevalent within them, and very specifically so, even sounds, smells, and tastes. For instance, I am primarily wood. Woods are all about forward action. Feeling stuck is about the worst thing for me, whereas someone who's primarily water wouldn't bother them so much. I easily find direction and purpose, and I charge onward to it. Woods are leaders, they're pioneers, deeply driven. The out of balance emotion is anger. So when I'm thrown out of balance, anger tends to shade every other emotion for me. If my feelings get hurt, I'm angry hurt. If I get scared, I'm angry scared. Out of balance woods tend to judge themselves more harshly than any other rhythm, so they can sound judgmental when offering advice or assistance, as it's easy to see how to improve something, but it may not be said in the most tactful way. Woods tend to be direct, to the point of feeling abrupt, but that part doesn't really resonate with me because of my secondary rhythm. My secondary rhythm is earth, which is mother energy. Earth people are the caretakers, the one making sure everyone is doing well, that they feel included and loved and cared for. Earths are the ones who will nurture a relationship and have the capacity to listen and care for the other person even through conflict. Now, out of balance Earths are bipolar with their care and their worry. They struggle with boundaries and either care way too much and meddle into other people's business, then they feel hurt when someone tells them to buzz off, or they go completely numb and feel nothing, or they'll swing back and forth between the two. So in balance me is very motivated and has a huge vision to save all of humanity. Out of balance me struggles with boundaries and worry and scrutinizing every aspect of every decision I've ever made so I can harshly judge it. Luckily, since this personality typing is connected to traditional Chinese medicine, there are 5,000 years worth of protocols to balance each rhythm, and they are easy to Google search and find for free. Now, I will share with you 5 exercises that you can do. I got these from Donna Eden, who has a very rich YouTube channel. There's an exercise for each rhythm if you're feeling out of balance in any of the primary emotions. So remember, every person has each rhythm, so each of these are beneficial to you. So give them a shot, see if they help. The first exercise we're going to do has to do with the fire rhythm. Fire's out of balance emotion is panic. So if you're feeling just like you've lost your mind and you can't focus and you can't think through anything and everything's awful and how are you going to get through it, that's panic, okay? So this is when you're going to want to utilize this one. Rub your palms together, give them a little shake off. Okay, and then we're gonna hold them in this position, all right? We're gonna take a deep breath in, and we're gonna rest it on our crown, okay, on our thumbs. I'm not in the best position for this, but we'll make it work, okay? And as we're bringing our hands down, we're going to say, ah, okay? Like you're like A-H-H-H, like you're relaxing. Then we're going to go to the third eye, which is in between the eyebrows. And we're going to go to the heart. And we're going to go kind of framing the belly button with a diamond. Let me step back here. Still breathing in. Then we're going to breathe in. Just sweep down the legs. Back up. Okay? All right, so that's the one for fire. Let's see, next, fire, let's do earth. Now, earth is kind of a weird one. This one, a lot of people have an issue with. It's called Darth Vader breath because what you're doing is you're flexing and contracting all of your core, including your vocal cords, okay? The earth rhythm has to do with your stomach and your spleen. So what you're wanting to do is kind of give those organs a hug, and the way you're doing that to flex all these muscles is by, like, you know when you take a balloon and you stretch it and there's air in it and it's coming out and you stretch it out and that makes the air have difficulty to come out? It's essentially what you're doing with your breath. So we're going to breathe in. Oh, I'm one of the people who don't like it, but that is the one for earth. The out of balance emotion for earth, again, is worry or numbness. So that is one, I can feel it engaging my energy. So there you go. Okay, the metal rhythm. The out of balance emotion for metal is grief. Okay, so for grief, we're going to make the sound S, and we're going to arch our backs and have your arms wide open, and then that's when we're going to inhale, and then breathing out, you're going to curve your arms forward and do the S sound and not quite touching fingertips, okay? So breathe in, and S out. Okay. And then the next element is water. The out of balance emotion for water is fear. Now this is one that I absolutely love. Okay, this one feels so good to me. And I kind of, well, a lot of people will do this instinctively. It's something that maybe you've done before. So we're gonna curl up into a ball. Okay, hug your knees up to your chest. Now, if you're not capable of hugging your knees to a chest, that's totally fine. Sit in a chair and just kind of round your back over. You're wanting to feel like the inside part of you is curved in and protected, okay? So we're kind of just giving all of those sensitive areas, all of those organs, protection, a hug, all right? And then we're gonna rock. So if you're hugging your knees, we're gonna rock here. If you're sitting in a chair, curving over, you're just gonna rock here, all right? Now, while you're rocking, we're going to imagine a blue flame out here, just about 2 feet from your nose. And what the attempt is to blow it out, kind of like blowing out a birthday candle. So you're gonna tilt your chin forward, just like blowing out birthday candles, and go, make that whooshing sound, that whoo, but without the vocal cords vibrating. Okay, so hugging the knees, rocking, imagine that flame, and blow. Oh, and this feels really good to me right now. Even though I'm not feeling fearful, that one is just so calming to me. It feels so nurturing, protective. It just feels nice. Okay, and then the last one for woods, our good, strong, angry, out of balance woods, is called expelling the venom. And it's really good for anger. Let's see, I'm trying to think. I'll describe it and then I'll stand up because it's kind of awkward where my space is to do it. So this one takes a little bit of imagery too. So we're going to breathe in, and I usually just scoop down from like about my hip area. I know some people go all the way down to the feet, but you're going to imagine as you're breathing in and scooping up that you are scooping up all this anger in your body, all of this angsty energy that you've got inside. You're gathering it all up into this angsty bubble in your arms, okay? Then once you have it here, you're going to throw it down, okay, with a lot of force, a lot of energy, and you're going to blow it out with this sound, shh, like you're quieting someone, shh, okay? And you're gonna do it fast, and you're gonna do it hard, and you're gonna do it with force, okay? So gather it all up, and then shh, okay? And you're gonna do that twice fast, and then once slow. Now I'm gonna stand up so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so, I kind of do a little squat here. Okay, so we're gonna gather it all up, and then blow it out, again, and then slow for the third time. That one's really good for creating space. Okay, anytime you're feeling overwhelmed, you're feeling clogged with energy, like it's just, you've got too much going on within your body and your skin. It doesn't have to be anger, you can just be overwhelmed. Take a moment and do that. That's going to give you space. It's going to give you energetic room in your body to be able to deal with whatever you have going on. So I hope that these are helpful to you, love. I know they're unusual. It's something that you're not used to doing, but have fun with it. Play around with it. Give it a shot, because I promise you it becomes addictive really, really fast because it feels so good. And it's really simple and it's really quick. Remember, love, every moment is a new opportunity, and magic does exist. It's love, and it's you, love. I'll see you soon.